So in February, a couple of quite major films were released on Blu-ray. After contemplating which way around I was going to review these, I've decided to go for the gothic horror from Guillermo del Toro first, Crimson Peak. Now, why have I gone for that first? I'm going to give my score for it first. I don't normally give it last, and there's going to be quite a few spoilers in this, but I've gone for this for a reason, because I want to rant about it a bit. My score for this is a B. I can't give it any higher. I love the film. It's absolutely brilliant and beautiful, but dark. But there was a few things up with it. The major one being the first trailer that was released for it, and the only trailer that I saw for it. They stuck the ending in the trailer. Now, I don't know as to... Okay, so right now I'm going to say this is going to be a major spoiler. If you don't want it spoiling, don't watch it. If you do, or you've seen the film, then carry on. There's the scene where Lady Lucille Sharp, played by Jessica Chastain, is playing the piano, and it's quite clear in the trailer that her hands are bone. So that means she's dead. I mean, it went all the way throughout the film for nearly 2 hours with her alive. It was obvious as to what the ending was going to be as soon as you see the first trailer. I mean, it's ridiculous. That was such a stupid move. I mean, it's one that Rec did, and I love that film as well, but the fact that the trailer gives away the ending really pisses me off. People see to go for the shock factor. They don't go for something they already know that's going to happen in the film. It's a stupid move, really. I mean, from the first minute of the film, it's obvious as to who's going to survive the film and who isn't going to survive the film, just by the fact that one character, I won't reveal who, is stood in the snow brandishing a weapon covered with blood, and then it goes essentially starts with, the whole thing goes with a flashback. It's essentially a flashback film, but such a stupid move from start to finish, putting that into it, and then the trailer as well. That's why I can't give it more than a B. It would be higher if they hadn't made that mistake of it, because I mean, in the first trailer as well, if it had been the third trailer, fair enough, it might have been a little higher, because people tend to only watch 1 or 2 trailers for it, not the final one. But the first is a stupid move. Admittedly, it's a lot better film than Pacific Rim was. I mean, don't get me started there. There's more wrong with that film than there is right with that film, but a poor mistake from whoever decided to cut the trailers and put that into it. The setting is dark, grim, but yet beautiful, so that's something that's quite enjoyable. You'd have to give the setting an A for it. The cast, admittedly, it's carried on nearly 3 people the whole time. Obviously being Mia Wasikowska, I cannot pronounce it correctly, Jessica Chastain, Tom Hiddleston. It seems weird having a film where it's nearly basically 3 characters the whole time, but they managed to make it work. The script's pretty good, the story lacks at times, and the shock factor is definitely there. If you don't like really horrible shocks, I would avoid this. If you want something shocking and slightly edgy, I would go for it. Also, I'd advise you to avoid the trailer, because it might give away something that it shouldn't do. Not specifically on about the ending this time, more the shock factor. So the cast worked really well, surprisingly. It's nice to see Guillermo return back to horror. I mean, I know that Pan's Labyrinth isn't exactly a horror film, but it isn't exactly a love story either. Mind you, this is a gothic love story horror film. So what do I know? Nice that they included an ultraviolet copy with it as well, so that'll go nice along with the collection. I would give the film a B. The music's beautiful, the setting's beautiful, the cast's brilliant, but the giveaway is there from trailer 1, and that kind of ruined it for me.